Myles Fitton. Hello.
Hello.
All right, where are we? Who's the prosecutor on Myles Fitton? All right, this is an unauthorized use of a vehicle. Okay, good. So where are we on this case?
Judge, I think we have a computer problem with this case. According to the computer, I was retained. According to my client, he received notice in June that I had been appointed to his case. I've never received notice of appointment.
Okay.
So I'm kind of, I'm just not sure what to do in this situation.
Well, is he appointed?
Yes, he's appointed.
All right, so you're appointed,
Oh,
so
I'm appointed now?
yes.
Oh, what was the date of appointment? Because I didn't get an appointment sheet.
All right, so what I need y'all to do then is confer.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thanks.
Myles Duran Fitton, age 32. 2024 unauthorized use of vehicle bond $5,000 offense, and arrest date the 15th of June, 2024. 2022 robbery sentence 7 months, 202 days credit. 2021 unauthorized use vehicle pretrial supervision terminated unsatisfactory, sentenced 193 days, 194 days credit. 2021 possession Marij Comal County sentenced 11 days jail credit. 2022 evade arrest or detention 2 NDOR dismissed, defendant convicted other. 2022 possession controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram dismissed, defendant convicted other. 2022 criminal trespass private property rejected declination. 2021 burglary of vehicles dismissed, defendant convicted other. 2018 theft $100 TO $750 sentenced 12 days with 6 days credit, served 6. 2017 theft $100 TO $750 sentenced 45 days with 14 days credit from another jail, released early at 25 days. 2017 evade arrest or detention sentenced 45 days concurrent with 14 days credit from another jail, released early at 25 days. 2017 fail ID fugitive give false info dismissed, defendant convicted other. 2017 fail ID fugitive give false info dismissed, defendant convicted other. 2012 interfere with duties of public servant somehow punishment did not happen for this until B was in jail in another county, and then concurrent with above so no extra punishment sentenced 45 days concurrent with 14 days credit from another jail, released early at 25 days. Actual local jail time served. The 18th of August, 2024 to the 25th of October, 2024 PR bond. The 16th of June, 2024 5 days released on bond. The 1st of January, 2023 to the 27th of July, 2023 sentence expired early. The 28th of October, 2022 11 days Comal County. The 22nd of October, 2022 7 days transferred to out-of-county warrant. The 4th of June, 2022 to the 23rd of August, 2022 sentence expired early. The 2nd of February, 2022 9 days case dismissed. The 11th of March, 2021 to the 1st of July, 2022 released on bond. The 14th of July, 2021 9 days PR bond. The 6th of June, 2021 9 days released on bond out of county warrant. The 7th of October, 2019 6 days released on bond. The 13th of December, 2017 18 days sentence expired early. The 12th of August, 2017 4 days Comal County. The 26th of September, 2017 4 days released on bond. The 18th of March, 2017 2 days released on bond. The 2nd of March, 2017 1 hour released on bond. The 29th of January, 2017 1 hour released on bond. The 13th of July, 2012 3 hours released on bond.
All right, who is here on Fernando Hernandez?
Present, Your Honor. Which side, Your Honor?
Here. Fernando Hernandez?
He does speak Spanish, so I'll translate here.
Okay, no problem. All right, so counsel.
Yes, Your Honor.
Somebody, I'm hearing a lot of Shaking of handcuffs. All right.
This gentleman moving his legs.
Okay, thank you. So on this case, is your client a citizen?
He's a resident, Your Honor, and I requested a Padilla letter from the MAC unit.
Okay. And have they told you when they will have that done?
Takes like 2-3 weeks, and I requested it Sunday night.
All right, Norma, can you send an email to the MAC and make sure that an immigration attorney evaluates Mr. Fernando Hernandez's case? All right, so where are we on discovery?
Judge, so the defendant has a number of cases. There's 5 indicted, 2 unindicted. On the indicted cases,
Everyone, please whisper.
on the indicted cases, we have turned over all the discovery. On the unindicted cases, I believe if the offer is accepted, they would be resolved, but there's still outstanding discovery on those 2 unindicted cases. And an offer was extended today, a global offer for all
Okay.
cases.
All right, Norma, recall this back for the week of December 16th. We can do 16th, 17th, or 19th, council.
19 is fine, Your Honor.
All right, Norma, if you recall this for December 19th. And it's for discovery? It's for discovery, it's for the immigration, and it's also to see if you all can reach an agreement.
Yes, I do have an offer on the table, Your Honor, but I do
Yeah.
need to, there's a lot of discovery.
Okay. All right, any questions, Mr. Hernandez?
No, everything's fine.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
May I take excuse, Your Honor?
Yes.
And may I be excused as well?
Yes, have a good one.
Hi, how are you?
All right, everyone, just,
I know you were supposed to come this afternoon, but I'm at a break where I have a moment now, so I thought we'd try to catch you while we had a minute.
okay, where's your client?
Oh. Let me find it.
All right, thank you.
I think you have a kick out of just saying that we spent the night during fiesta.
Hey, I wasn't here. I was celebrating mom.
But you could have given us a break.
Oh, was it me or was it Judge Angelini?
You could have not reserved Judge Angelini.
All right, who is here on Lisa Pryor? And counsel, are you ready to proceed on this motion to revoke?
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready.
Who's the prosecutor?
Mr. Edelman?
All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 7272 State versus Lisa Godwin Pryor. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
Renee Munoz.
And are you Miss Pryor?
Yes.
All right, can I have a file stamp for a motion to revoke, please? No problem. All right, Ms. Pryor, did you review the documents entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and First Amendment Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Lisa Godwin Pryor who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 7272 for the offense of tampering with the government record on October 16, 2023 for a period of 3 years? Is that you? All right, state.
In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Lisa Godwin Pryor did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of June and July 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Deny the MTR.
No? Do you waive the other allegations?
Apologies, Your Honor. Yes, state waives the remaining violation allegation.
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, a referral to felony drug court, 90 sober support meetings in 90 days. And if Ms. Godwin is not accepted into felony drug court, bring her back to court, figure out what to do.
All right, so here's my question. Why is she not reporting?
If I may, answer on behalf of my client, Judge.
Yes.
She was in the midst of, heavy drug addiction, Your Honor. She was, at the time of her plea, our understanding, released, and she wasn't ordered, to the mental health caseload, which is something we'd additionally be requesting. I think a referral for felony drug court was ordered, however,
Yes.
that never matriculated. It was never received. So there was that lapse, so she wasn't considered for it. Unfortunately, that might have slipped through the cracks on that particular occasion. In speaking with probation, it seemed to be the case that that had occurred. And it seems that she was let out into the community, without the tools, necessary to be successful on her probation. If you notice in the motion to revoke, she was actually showing up to go test, and there's numerous positives for methamphetamine.
Okay, so I ordered the MIC evaluation and I ordered a referral to felony drug court.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you're saying there was some breakdown in communication somewhere?
That's our understanding, Judge. In speaking with Ms. Abrams, she stated that the request was made for felony drug court. However, it was not received on the felony drug court end to start the process to review. And I think she was let out. She wasn't given the access to those resources then. And she's fell into the usage, Judge. She was showing up. However, we believe that something more intensive was likely more needed for her, in terms of her methamphetamine usage.
Was the MIC evaluation done?
Did you ever,
Yes, ma'am.
the MIC evaluation was done? Okay. You attended that?
Oh, just one second. Ms. Abrams, what was the result of the MIC evaluation? So she's on mental supervision caseload.
That's my, my apologies on that, Your Honor. She
Oh, no
said she
problem.
hadn't been on that. It seems like she did the evaluation. But in relation to the substance use, Judge, that's where I think a lot of these issues stem from. She has violations for testing positive, and there's nothing in my purview that's criminal based, but more so her needing help and treatments. The underlying offense is, I believe, a tampering. It's not nothing violent in nature. I don't seem to her to be aggressive or violent or a threat or danger to the community, but rather the red flags indicative of her needing substance use help. Further, Judge, we also, when she was in custody,
I'll be there shortly.
asked PICU, Population Impact Control Unit for Bexar County, to screen her, and they deemed her eligible for what's called paid forward at Haven for Hope, which is a sober living.
Yes.
And also, as the court's aware, transition into a permanent housing as she would have housing issues. It's our understanding that probation would more so see if she could qualify for felony drug court, and perhaps if she doesn't, hopefully maybe do that paid forward program at Haven for Hope, which she is willing to abide by, Judge. But all these things are indicative of the fact that I think that she needs help and treatments over just straight incarceration.
All right. There was something you wanted to say to the court? I saw you raising your hand.
Oh, I didn't know that it had
Well,
already
just
been.
one second. I'll need to put you under oath. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Lisa Pryor.
All right, what did you wish to say?
Oh, I just was confused on the being the probation part, mental health probation.
Okay,
Because from what I knew, I wasn't in that caseload yet.
all right. Probation, what is your recommendation?
Judge, being that we did not have a felony drug court evaluation, I would like to see what the outcome of that evaluation is, the 90 sober support meetings in 90 days, and if not accepted into felony drug court, move forward with the pay it forward at Haven for Hope.
All right, is there a need for an updated TAP evaluation or no?
That's a good question. I wonder when the last time one was done for her.
There was a TAP revision done April. It would not hurt to go ahead and get an updated TAP, Judge.
All right, court will follow your agreement. The court is going to deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include the following in custody. There's to be a referral to felony drug court. And there's to be a TAP evaluation in custody. If she's not accepted in felony drug court, then we'll have this case brought back here because I want to see what the TAP evaluation says.
Sure.
Then there's going to be 90 sober meetings in 90 days. And probation, you said she was approved for MIC. She doesn't think she's on the MIC caseload, if you can confirm that. And so I will say MIC, although she should still already be on MIC supervision, but I'm going to request MIC supervision.
Sure.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? Let me see, when is her expiration date? Okay. Is there anything else from either side? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You can't get in your throes of addiction, stop reporting, don't show up, because then what ends up happening, you're looking at revocation. And you're looking, in this case, at potentially 10 years in the prison. Do you understand? If there's an issue, you need to let probation know. If you feel as though you're about to start using, let probation know. And when you do those sober meetings, you need to get a sponsor. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Honor.
All right, everyone, I'm going to take 5 minutes. Court is calling 2022 CR 11622, State of Texas versus Jennifer Amber Hernandez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Fair settlement.
Defense?
Warren Wolf and Ms. Hernandez.
And are you Jennifer Hernandez? Yes. Right. Did you review the documents entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision and State's Motion to Supplement Pending Motion to Revoke Probation with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Jennifer Amber Hernandez who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 11622 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on April 10th, 2023 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Jennifer Amber Hernandez did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of July, August, September, October, November, December 2023, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? I'm sorry.
State waives the remaining violation allegations.
Any objections?
None.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $1,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Amend conditions for updated TAP recommendations, which are to restart Alpha Home Program.
All right, why would I go along with that? She's been missing. And didn't I previously order Alpha Home?
There were some issues, Judge. She is in a different place at this moment as far as.
What were the
her-
issues with Alpha Home? You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jennifer Amber Hernandez.
All right, I ordered her to be released to Alpha Home only. So, first question, were you released to Alpha Home?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so why were you
I
not unsuccessful?
started using again after I was there. It was really a good program. I got in touch with the people I shouldn't have got in touch with, and I relapsed.
All right, I don't see why I should follow this agreement because she was in a good program. This is not a situation where there's some miscommunications on my orders. She was ordered into Alpha Home. I did not allow her to be released to go on her own to Alpha Home. What I did was I ordered her to be transferred from custody to Alpha Home. She was. And then what the state has just read to me, she has been missing since July of 2023. So I don't understand why I should continue her.
Judge, I've had an opportunity to talk with her about her situation now. She's a little older and a little wiser, and she understands her situation. From the beginning, when I first talked to her, she was reaching out for help. She's serious about it. Sometimes it just, it doesn't ring true, and I appreciate, Judge, your willingness to help her at that time. Drugs are hard. You know the story, that it's sometimes difficult to face, and it takes, you gotta hit rock bottom, it's gotta hit you. Sitting in jail, she's come to that understanding, that place where I think she's in a position where she understands that she needs help. That was the first thing she ever said to me when I spoke with her.
Yes, when I was out there in the previous movie, I learned a lot and it was way harder on me. I had like lost myself. I thought I was losing my mental state. Using like it was the point where I started feeling like I was crazy. And I was in the streets. My mom came, I never
I'm
have
sorry, you were where?
in the street, like in the streets. I was living from like house to house or whatever, and I kind of learned this past time, like I'm gonna like I'm not willing to do that again. Like I don't want to do that. I hit rock. I hit rock bottom. When I came in here, I was like, you could see my bones from my face. I don't want to go through that again. I kind of it wasn't me when I came back in here, but I really want help. They always end up sending me to lockdown facilities, but I really loved the Alpha Home. The Alpha Home was
Oh, let me just tell you, you're not going back to the Alpha Home.
okay.
That's out of the question.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to a lockdown facility because obviously being at the Alpha Home, if I were to continue, you would be going to a lockdown facility. These are your choices. And do you deserve these choices I'm about to give you? Probably not, because you've been missing since 2023. But I'm taking in consideration the nature of the case that you're on probation for, and the fact that you have someone who needs their restitution paid. So this is what's going to happen. You are either going inpatient treatment at a lockdown facility or felony drug court, or I can sentence you today and I'll sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility. Those are your choices. Those are the only choices you have. Do not ask me about outpatient treatment. Do not ask me if you can do it on your own. Those are the only choices you have. All right. Probation. This is what's going to happen. She's pled true to violation of condition number 4. I see that her probation length is for 5 years.
It's been probation in 23.
Yeah.
5 years would be 28.
Yes.
Judge, if she expires April 2025, the underlying sentence was 5 years.
Yes, she should be from 2023. That's when she was placed on probation for 5 years.
She was placed on probation for 2
No.
2 years.
I placed her on probation for 5 years.
Then that would be 20 years.
Okay.
Judge, what's notated was, it was state jail, suspended and probated for 5 years.
Yes.
Starting on April 10th, 2023. So our system seems to be incorrect.
Okay. All right. then.
So she would not expire until 2028.
All right. And I see that your recommendation, at least probation's recommendation, the office is recommending that she be continued. This is what the court will do. Yeah. I don't know who's making these recommendations. She's been gone since 2023.
Yes, Judge.
All right. So I'm finding number 4 true. I'm going to deny the motion. I don't know if you're going to be successful on this or not. I'm going to alternate amend conditions. Do you need an updated TAP or can I send her to safety?
Judge, she did a TAP evaluation. There are a couple of offenses that are going to prohibit her into any lockdown facility. unless, those are taken into consideration.
All right, if you all can step back and see what offenses probation is speaking of, because if she has open cases, there's,
Familiar with those.
what is the open case?
Assault peace officer, harassment public servant, Your Honor.
All right, and so when y'all are making these offers, why do you all think that I do not need to know this? Because nobody told me that she has open pending cases. What is happening with these? I've just been given this. What is happening with these open pending cases?
They're subject to review and they haven't been presented to the grand jury. We talked about this the last time we were here. We were not gonna, I know you didn't want to get involved in plea negotiations.
Because there was supposed to be a contested hearing today.
That was on the MTR because of the circumstances, but we've come to an agreement. Different prosecutor, we were able to have a meeting of the minds.
And Judge, the officer, supervising officer is present today.
Did y'all even confer with the supervising officer before y'all reach y'all agreement? Did anybody talk to the person who was subpoenaed to be here?
I didn't speak.
Why would you all approach me? And I keep saying, talk to probation, and this is a contested hearing, and probation has brought this officer here who's needed back, you know, looking at other people. You all need to go confer with her. Go confer with her.
Go have a seat, ma'am.
Your client can't go to inpatient treatment because she's not eligible because she has open cases.
Okay.
So if y'all want to discuss time and agree to a time for her to be sentenced. For an amount of time, because there's nothing else the court can do.
May I suggest something?
Sure.
Postpone sentencing until the state either decides to proceed on those cases or not.
No. All right, court is calling 2022 CR 11622, State versus Jennifer Amber Hernandez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? For the defense.
Warren Wolf and Ms. Hernandez.
All right, so the court was not aware of certain things about this case before the court gave you your options. One, the court was not made aware that you had two open pending cases. So what I can tell you is this, because you have two open felony cases, no inpatient treatment facility will accept you.
Yes, sir.
So have you all reached an agreement on anything else, counsel?
Yes,
All right, and
defer to the prosecutor.
state.
Adjudicating guilt, assess punishment at 6 months of confinement.
All right, so what they're requesting now is that they're asking that the court rescinds its previous ruling and that you be sentenced to 180 days in the state jail facility. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss that with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal? All right, and defense, if you could for me, please.
I did fill out.
Let me see if I have it.
I checked with the amount of days she has credit. She has 174 days. She owes him 6.
All right, counsel. All right, then what the court will do, the court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court will follow your agreement, grant the motion, revoke, find you guilty, and sentence you to 6 months in the state jail facility. Give you credit for any time served. I'll recommend the therapeutic community. And let me see if there's any restitution. Probation, do you know if any restitution was ever requested from the complainant?
Your Honor,
Yes.
just out of curiosity, how long will it take for her to be transferred to the state jail facility to serve those 6 days?
You'll have to contact the sheriff's office and ask them. Or either the
Because
quickest way to ask is to ask an inmate. I always tell people inmates can tell you how long it takes to transfer, and they can also tell you how much time they're actually doing on parole. Those are the only two things that inmates are responsible for. But just a second. Yes. All right, and there's to be no contact with Rosalinda Chantaka, Chantaca, And there's $1,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. So with regards to these other two cases, the harassment and the assault on the peace officer, State, when are you expecting for that to be properly investigated to see whether or not it's going to be indicted, or are they going to be rejected?
I don't know when they'll be indicted, but I seriously doubt they would be rejected, Your Honor.
All right. So,
Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting. As a practical matter, perhaps it might be better to sentence under 1244A.
no, I will not be doing that. She hasn't reported since 2023. So here's my next question. With regards to these two other cases, again, they'll probably hold her at the jail because it's going to show these two cases are open before they transfer her to the state jail facility. We're going to recall these two cases. State, you all need to make a decision on whether or not you're going to seek indictment or not. I don't know how the system is run upstairs, who is over whether or not these cases are indicted, which prosecutor it will be. But we're going to call this back. And counsel, you're able to be here January 19th?
Yes.
All right,
Let me check the date, just to make sure.
we can do the 16th, the 17th, or the 19th. That'll give the state a whole week to decide whether or not these cases, they're going to be seeking for it to be indicted. Officer Shilley?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you so much for coming this morning, and thank you for zooming back in this afternoon.
Of course.
All right.
You said January 19th, it's Sunday.
No, December 19th.
December 19th.
Or we can do the 16th, the 17th, the 19th.
19th.
All right, Norma, if you'll recall her back for December 19th, at that time, the state will let the court know what their plans are with these other two cases. Otherwise, you're still going to be in limbo. You understand? All right, thank you.
Yeah,
Yes. And Mr. Wolf, you may want to coordinate with Judge Nahara's court, because that's supposed to be the court where you're supposed to obtain discovery. So you may want to check with Ms. Ferguson as well to see if these cases are on the docket there or not.
Is there a setting date in Judge Nahara's court?
You'll have to ask the coordinator. I don't know off the top of my head.
But if you don't have jurisdiction over those cases,
That's not necessarily true.
it's in Judge Nahara's.
Not necessarily, because she has this open case, the felony. That's why these other two cases, they just brought them here. But what I'm saying is they have a process down there, and maybe their process may be quicker as far as discovery, or maybe if you go through them, maybe the state will be quicker in determining whether or not they're going to seek to hold your client over for trial. Yep, there you go. No settings. All right, thank you. Oh, everybody, I'm gonna call you in the order of appearance. I'm putting,
I was the 5 minute, the probation wanted 5 minutes.
okay, just give me a moment. All right, Mr. Cantrell, who do you have?
Alysia Rubio. Yeah, MTR, Your Honor.
Okay, let me find it. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Alysia Rubio.
Judge, we've conferred with the state and probation, and we're going to ask for a reset so that she can apply to go into drug court. And at the same time, if drug court's not going to accept her, then possibility to go into dual diagnosis facilities.
So we need to hear this.
Okay.
All right. I need a file stamp for a motion to revoke? Court is calling 2023 CR 3602 State of Texas versus Alysia Rubio. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Alexandria Bogus for the state.
for the
Anthony
defense?
Anthony Cantrell for the defendant.
And are you Miss Rubio?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes,
Did you understand it?
yes,
Are you the same Alysia Rubio who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 3602 for the offense of assault, family second offense on June 30th, 2022 for a term of 4 years? Is that you?
yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Your Honor, we're not prepared to go forward with MTR today. What I was trying to ask,
No,
Like-
I'm not doing this thing where she gets to go and we put this off and put this off to see if felony drug court accepts her. Everybody knows that felony drug court has a waiting list, so she's not going to get accepted. So we're going to do something today.
In Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Alysia Rubio, did.
Second. Make sure your phone is off, please. All right, you may proceed.
Your Honor, we are moving forward on condition number 4. In Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Alysia Rubio, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of February, May, July, and August 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
We'll be waiving the remainder of the violations, Your Honor.
Any objection?
no objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 4 years in prison and up to a $1,500 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. We would ask that you deny the motion and continue. She's going to, we're going to alter and amend the conditions for her to be evaluated for felony drug court and also a mental health evaluation for DDRF.
That is our agreement.
All right, probation. What is your recommendation?
Judge, according to the court summary, DDRF, make placement, a mental health evaluation in custody. I did speak with defense and state and asked also that we add on that felony drug court referral. It appears that Ms. Rubio has a drug issue.
All right, so that if the court follows your agreement, that's going to be done in custody.
The mental health evaluation?
The
or-
the felony drug court evaluation, the mental health evaluation, and TAP evaluation, that will be done in custody.
Can we do it at a later date?
No,
Please.
no.
I really need to get things, please, Ms. Boyd.
No, and let me just explain to you why. Everybody here says that you have a drug issue.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you been reporting to take UAs?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I'm looking at the violation. There are several. I'm not considering.
And release, since I've been released, I've been going as you assigned me to, as I agreed. I've been doing that with the monitor officer. Before that, it was just
All right,
with,
probation, when's her last drug test?
I went on
I just want to make sure that the drug test on the court summary is being addressed.
Okay.
The last set showing in the system is March 2024. I can reach out to the officer to get this.
My client stated that she had a drug test on Monday.
Yes,
It was
ma'am.
just this judge and they not in the system.
Okay. All right, have a seat. They're going to check to see if it's there. Let me ask you this. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
They will be clean, ma'am.
All right. Bashan,
It will be clean.
can you send her to felony drug court to be drug tested? All right, so you're gonna go be tested at
Yes,
felony
ma'am.
drug court.
Yes, ma'am.
They're gonna tell you where it is and you're gonna come back here after that UA.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
I just say thank you
Oh, you're,
for allowing me to make my sister's services.
oh, you're welcome.
That meant a lot to me. Thank you.
All right, I'm glad you were able to make it. All right, so go do the UA with felony drug court and come back here, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Judge, may I be excused to go to Comal, and if I have to come back later, I will.
You can do it by Zoom.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Mario Hinojosa. Who's the attorney for Mario Hinojosa? I don't have an email, Norma. I guess it hasn't come through. Good morning. All right, your attorney had an emergency.
Just can I ask you something like?
No, you'll need to have your attorney present. All right. I'm not allowed to. It's called ex parte, but it means that I'm not allowed to just take information from you with just you or just your attorney when it's involving the case. There are certain exceptions to that. For example, if I have a compliance hearing, because that's not on the record and I'm just telling you, hey, you need to do A, B, and C, because I keep getting these reports. But when it's about an active case and it's about something about your attorney maybe, or something about the state, they both need to be present. All right, so I can call you back tomorrow.
And I kind of don't trust the Zoom thing either, because I know a lot of people have issues with that as well, and I don't want to miss anything. Is there anything I can schedule? Because I give my work a head notice, because I was out yesterday too, because I had a procedure.
No. December 9th,
Okay.
is that good for you?
What day is it?
That's a Monday.
Monday? Yeah, I can.
All right, is that enough time for your employer? All right, Norma, we're going to recall this for December 9th. All right, and thank you for dressing appropriately for court, which you always do. All right.
2024
Ms. Ferguson will give you a reset form.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Alysia Rubio.
Okay.
Listen,
Morning, Howard.
good morning. I guess there's always another year.
Always next year.
Yeah.
I'll be filled with so much hope next August. Too bad. Never
Oh,
fails.
like Cornelius, I can't sleep. I'm so excited. We're gonna win a championship. So on this one, we have a VR. Have you reviewed it?
We've reviewed it. We've spoken with the state judge.
All right, what's going on with this?
I think Mr. Robison is here to be honest with you, Judge, and let you know that he had a glass of wine on this date with his family.
Why do you think you can drink?
So my father passed away earlier this year. With that, we weren't able to get family together for that aspect of it. So that day we were able to have that, and they had a toast. So I had that with them. We had quite a while after.
Well, you know, you're not supposed to drink.
I understand that. I know that we're totally wrong on that aspect. I didn't. Sober since the 22nd of March. Still go to meetings. I just had that kind of just to be with the family and honor my father and kind of reminisce.
State, what do you want to do with this violation report?
Garahan. Robison. Violation report.
Judge, yes, on this particular case, I believe that there was to continue, but also to add the outpatient substance abuse treatment.
Okay.
That's what our recommendation would be, Judge.
All right, I'll waive fees and I'm gonna add 120 sober meetings in 120 days. All right, and where are we on discovery in this case?
I don't recall, Judge. I thought we were just brought here today.
Oh, yeah, it's
for-
this, but while we're here, we
Okay.
might as well.
I would
see.
have to check with Mr. Sharman on it, Judge.
All right, so it's coming back on December 16th.
I'll be back.
All right, is there anything else?
No, Judge. Thank you very much.
All right, so let me explain something to you. I understand that people have issues. The holidays are very stressful time anyway. But then to add on the fact that your father passed, I understand, you know, to lose someone you love, but you've got to be 100% vigilant and not drink at all. And you need to admit to your family, if you have not, And this is something maybe you can talk to with your therapist and tell them, hey, I can't drink alcohol. You know, whether you think you have an alcohol problem or not, you need to let them know. I'm on bond for this. I can't drink at all. And I guarantee you, if you would have told them that you could not drink at all and they love you, they would have said, hey, you don't have to toast with wine. You can toast with sparkling apple juice or grape juice or whatever. I don't drink. I don't drink because I think it tastes nasty, but that's just me. So whenever people are toasting, I always just grab a Sprite or something, or either apple juice. You understand?
Yes.
All right. Does he need another reset form or no?
No, we'll be fine, Judge.
All right, thank you.
very much.
Arthur Wallace. Are y'all ready to proceed on the motion to revoke?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, court is calling 2019 CR 11417E, State of Texas versus Arthur Wallace. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Caitlin Knowles for Mr. Wallace.
Are you Arthur Wallace?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Arthur Wallace who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2019 CR 11417E for the offense of aggravated robbery on March 12, 2020 for a period of 8 years? Is that you?
Yes.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 1 on or about the 18th day of September 2022 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Arthur Wallace, committed the offense of theft, $100 to $750 in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violated conditions.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you to life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
Yes.
It is to deny the motion, continue him on his deferred adjudication, and alter them in to conclude conditions for ISP, weekly reporting for 60 days, and felony theft class level 2. And the state will be taking into consideration calls number 708351 out of County Court 9, and that is the theft that he just pled true to. That theft did happen back in 2022, was sealed, and it was not unsealed until May of 2023, Judge.
So this was not known before this was.
It happened very close to the time, but he's made many strides, as you can see, based on his compliance with probation's UAs and negative. This was a while ago, but he is extremely taking extreme responsibility for this and understands, but he's made so much progress since, but he's still going to answer to this new case. And that's why we're here to plead true.
All right, so this case was not, nobody was aware of it when he was placed on deferred for this?
Well, no, Judge, because I believe he was placed on deferred back in 2020.
Okay.
And that theft happened in 2022. So 2 years after that he was placed on probation.
And so I was saying, Your Honor, he's made many strides in the right direction since then, but he's still taking responsibility for that theft. That theft was a like a groceries I'm providing for his family type theft. It's still wrong. He knows that. But it's just been a while and he's made so much progress since.
All right, probation.
Yes, Judge.
What is your recommendation?
This is the state recommended for him to be placed on intensive supervision. 60 days weekly, 60 days weekly reporting and the theft course, Judge. He has been doing very well on probation, Judge. All of his UAs have been negative. He reports as stated. His field visits have been going well. He finished his parenting class back in 2021. We have not had any issues with the no contacts. He is, he's made a few payments toward his fees. That's something that he does need to work on. And he still needs to complete his community service hours unless the court feels obliged to give him some type of credit for completing with his parenting class, Judge.
All right, do you want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Arthur Wallace.
All right. So what is the issue with your community service hours?
But me and my officer, he would send me to places until recently, and either they don't take me because of my charge or they're no longer doing community service.
All right, so as a part of your conditions of probation, I stated that I would waive the community service hours if he completed some type of trade school or higher level education. So what are you doing with that?
I in talks with do barber college. I just waiting for the financial paperwork to come back in. In the meantime, I just been working for myself.
Doing what?
I go to different events and I sell food and I also have a community business.
All right, so here's the thing. You can't be waiting for your life to be better. So with that barber college or whatever you're planning on doing, you need to stay on top of that, because otherwise the 200 hours community service you're going to be doing, they will always need people to pick up trash on the freeway. I'm a firm believer that community service hours, you do a service to the community if you better yourself so that we won't see you back here. So I'm giving you a deadline to start on your community service hours. You have, how many have you completed?
I don't really remember. I turned to them last time I was here to probation, and my officer also has an email copy as emails.
Okay, probation does have a copy of that, Your Honor.
All right. This is what the court will do. The court is finding violation of condition number 1 true. The court will follow your agreement. The court will deny the motion. Taking consideration 708351, the court will order the theft course. Probation, has there been any issues with his reporting?
No, Judge.
All right, that's the court's ruling. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Probation will go over your conditions. Omar Flores? All right. Yes, what do you have for me, counsel?
Well, I didn't pull it, Judge, but I heard that the TCIC came back and there's no priors.
Okay. All right. The court is back on the record in 2024 CR 2669, State versus Omar Flores. Can I have parties re-announced? State.
Andrew Harris Edelman.
Defense.
Scott Hill for Mr. Flores.
All right. He pled true to a violation of condition number 39. The court found it true. The court asked the state to pull the NCIC TCIC. State, did you do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what are the results?
This is the only case he has.
All right. And what is party's request with regard to this motion to revoke?
Adjudicate guilt, revoke supervision, assess punishment under 1244A at 200 days of confinement.
Probation, are you in agreement with revocation and the 1244 for Mr. Flores? All right. This is what the court will do, because he hasn't done anything on probation. The court is going to find 39 true. The court will find you guilty, grant the motion, revoke you, sentence you under 1244 to 365 days. And give you credit for any time served. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
You do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is that as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on probation. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
This is a felony conviction. You're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
May I be excused?
Yes.